Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Rob's Rides. It's Rob keeping it 100 with all things amusement. And if you're watching this, vegetables still exist, you know. So today we're going to talk about my inner turmoil with the holiday of Thanksgiving and my suggestions to what Holiday World should do with their theming and their attractions names in the Thanksgiving section of their park. Don't get me wrong, we all love Thanksgiving, a very American holiday to thank all those who helped us out throughout the year. I respect that. Thank you, Professor, for giving that curve on that test. If it wasn't for you, I would be seeing you next semester. And we both would hate that. Thank you, Trump, for reminding all us Americans that we're all going to hell. Thank you, fried chicken. No further explanation needed. The context of amusement parks. Thank you, Vacoma, for your epic redundancy. If it wasn't for you, I would actually be having fun. Thank you, B&M, for giving up on forces. May the force escape you. Thanks, Intamin, for putting me through numerous near-death experiences. The next time I want to black out, I'll just choose you instead of Jen. Thank you, Gertzlauer, for making me stand in a 2.5-hour line for adequacy. Thank you, large-scale amusement parks, for including actual restrooms, because haunted house porta potties are the scariest thing about the entire attraction. Thank you, amusement parks, for making meal options that is virtually impossible to not get acid reflux. Thanksgiving is a well-known holiday for spending time with your family. And if you're me, that means 3.5 hours. There's so many other great attributes about Thanksgiving, including eating turkey, just knowing about the mass incarceration of all turkeys in America. I am so grateful that these turkeys are brought to life with the sole purpose to be in my stomach. There's also football. I can't wait to watch the Cowboys play so I can remind myself that if it wasn't for them, Western Native Americans would probably still exist. And you can't miss the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade unless you're a college student and your days before class begin at 3 p.m. I just hope they have a giant Lipton to go with that giant Kermit the Frog balloon. But yeah, let's talk about this inner turmoil that I have with Thanksgiving. That's the type of oil that you get from your sweating skin when you're doing a term final. I mean, it's not like the story of Thanksgiving is fabricated in any way. It's not like the, Puritan pilgrims invaded the Wampanoag land, used their resources inappropriately, and had to get help from the Wampanoag people in order to survive or something like that. And it's not like some years after the harsh winter, there was a European pox or something like that, and a near genocide to the Wampanoag people or anything like that. Of course not, silly. There's just some little innocent buckle-hatted Europeans that moved into the native suburbs. They didn't even have buckles. This is so wrong. I just think Thanksgiving could be taught and expressed and celebrated in a little different fashion. Just look at the Thanksgiving section at Holiday World, for example. You know, Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. Lovely park and awesome free soft drinks. All of Indiana is lovely. It's not like there was any hate groups or clans or something that start there. They have the Mayflower. The Mayflower is a classic chance a ride swinging ship. It's themed to the infamous sailboat that took the Puritan pilgrims to the Americas in 1620. The only thing they're missing is malnutrition. However, the Mayflower never got a parking sticker, so told at me. Oh, really though, if you wanted a more historical American boat, you could have named it the Brooks. Turkey Whirl. This is a classic tilt-a-whirl attraction themed as turkeys. If you wanted a highly American themed tilt-a-whirl, you could have just called it Tit-a-Whirl. Oh god, that's so stupid. I was looking on their website and they didn't even bother to give it a little storyline. It's just fucking ridiculous. As you gobble with delight. At this park, you have a better chance gargling Sprite. Instead of being named Turkey World, I would just, name it Turkeys Being Damn Turkeys. Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest is a spinning mound family attraction designed by Zamperla. Theme, I'm assuming, comes from the crow's nest of a sailboat, the elevated lookout area. Of course, I wouldn't think the names Crow's Nest come from the birds from Dumbo, you know. What do you think I'm trying to bring some race relations into this? Themed entertainment or something? Who cares if they done seen about everything but an elephant fly? Of course I'm not talking about Birmingham, Alabama. What do you think I'm trying to bring discrimination in this? Jim ain't got nothing to do with this. Instead, you know, I would just name this Skip because that's exactly what park guests would be doing to this. Or you could just move it back to the 4th of July section where it belongs. The Voyage. Voyage is an insane, award-winning gravity group wooden coaster. Now, because this ride is kick-ass, I have nothing to say about this. Thunderbird. Thunderbird, however, though it's a great ride, shit will be discussed. Thunderbird is a forceful launching B&M wing coaster. Now, where the hell did they get this legend from and not the wooden roller coaster in the same park? Because that came from the Raven, its mom. And the Raven came from its dad, the Beast. The legend is that the Thunderbird rescued the passengers of the Mayflower ship and, you know, took them ashore. If anything, the Thunderbird would take their asses back to Europe. There's not really even that many Wampanoag myths about the Thunderbird. It's mainly of Western Native American mythology. And then the documented myth of the Thunderbird from the Wampanoag people is from the source of Martha's Vineyard manuscript. You're listening to Martha? Martha? Fuck Martha and her crazy ass vineyard. Gobbler Getaway. Gobbler Getaway is a interactive shooter dark ride. It's made by Sally Corporation. When I read this description about like shooting some runaway turkeys, I was like, oh hell no. I've never written this. When I began this video, I was halfway joking about this matter. But this shit took it too far. I'd literally be the guy crying in there like, no, let the turkeys live. Firstly, like, I understand the Second Amendment, but do you have to use your gun if your life's not threatened? Especially if you're a police officer. Plus, the main reason why the Wampanoags came to the Pilgrims Thanksgiving is because they heard gunshots. Hey, Master Sword, them white people shooting again. Damn, can't they just learn to grow some corn? Shit. Little did they know that the Europeans were having what they call a feast. Wampanoags were like, is that a meal? Do you guys not believe in food or something? If this is dinner, then our lifestyles must be dinniest. Yeah, this would never work. They taught them how to cook without measuring seasonings. They were eyeballing that shit like some real niggas. And then they brought some 5 deer because they actually wanted to eat. But then I saw the POV of Gobbler's Getaway and I was like, what the fuck? You were tasked to shoot the like most randomest things, not turkeys, but like the roofs of barns and haystacks. So when you enter this section, you enter beneath the Voyage. Well, this is on one side of the park, but you enter beneath the Voyage, which has a sign saying Thanksgiving. You have some nice crops on that sign. But who the fuck brought the cornucopia in this bitch? It looks like something that Madonna would stick on her breast. It literally has nothing to do with the Thanksgiving historically. Somebody with power just say, I like Greek mythology, I like Thanksgiving, let me put it together. Let's just put this horn basket on our table next to our Libby's can of pumpkin mush. I'm trying to find Native American themed houses as buildings. But the closest thing I found was the umbrellas that people sit on while eating oversized slices of pizza. There's a windmill. They have the Plymouth Rock Cafe, you know, the place that was actually a Native American settlement that was abandoned. You know, I wonder why it was abandoned. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't no liquidation sale at Dillard's. Then there you can get the traditional Thanksgiving Day meal. You know, all the foods that no one ate at Plymouth. All I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna have a section about Thanksgiving, you might as well include a children's flying ride, because the only thing you're telling these kids are lies. All I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna have a section about Thanksgiving, you might as well rename the hotel next to Holiday World Rwanda while you're at it. Final description in one phrase. Hashtag Massasoit, bitch. Hey, thanks guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. Please comment. I'd love to have a conversation about this. It's actually very in-depth. If you thought I was Coaster Brony / Horse Kid 2017, hit subscribe and I'll come back with a new video sometime after Thanksgiving, of course.